Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the it's like the story coloring drawing right here is that based on is like the book of A Stolen Life is like for Jaycee Dugard, Jaycee Lee Dugard, and then along with for 18 Wishes, and of course right here as you have right here is a star, and of course I went ahead and used a star as an example so far as the subject for 18 Wishes that. You got right here that I went ahead and drew is like a little line design for say a star, and then which most of us, if most of us here have ever heard of maybe the subject so-called is like calculus or geometry, any type of math that you study about the shapes and sizes and stuff. But this was the type of activity I thought of, and then along right here is you got is with the colors like with pink, and then along with the star right there. With the star that would represent is like with this shape right here, which 18 wishes, which I thought about is that with 18 wishes is to kind of get your idea of whatever shapes ideas that you came up with, the shapes such as maybe the square, and then along with it it's like triangle, and then the circle, and then along with the heart, which I'm sure most of us would probably think that if it were a heart, if a heart would be kind of considered a shape or not. But I guess anything that with points or with you say round and decimal shapes is like which I would probably say that which most of us maybe have seen them before. But I was thinking that maybe something that look like this right here, that if that right there would be kind of considered a shape, is like if it would be like a I don't know, it's like a clover. I guess a lot of people would maybe represent it as like a clover or something like that. It's like you got the square, the box right here, and of course that some people may say that that a box going sideways, and it's like vertical. It's like if you were to do like a little design like this, a design like this, to where that you would not take the writing tool off the paper, but you would do different designs such as like vertical or horizontal type shapes. Say is for like a design like that, and then of course work towards the outside, and then maybe draw like little rectangular shapes for the outside area right here. But so far the idea that I came up with for 18 wishes is so far as talking about is for definition for star, and then you got the definition for star, and then of course with the body of which is like constant of the mass of the mass of gas held together, and then of course with the word promise, and then along with that wish is that is like if like the definition for wish, that a desire to longing or strong in inclination for a specific for a specific thing, an impression for a wish to complete, or something desired, or longer for, say. But of course that I remember whenever I was in school, if you were to do like a say assignment, or you say write down a definition for any type of word, that more likely that maybe my own words, it could be about maybe 18 sentences, or maybe 18 pages long, who knows what it is. But according to my own words, of course, it's a matter of fact about that you would be talking about. It's like with the star, and then of course with promise, that of course we all know that it's like if you were to wish for something, it's like that particular word is like for wish, that if you wanted to wish for something, that more likely that it could be something like for like good luck charm or anything like that. Maybe you wish for a better material, or wish for maybe a better photo, for your photo collage or anything like that. Or it's like a lot of people whenever is talking about the emotional feeling or the stressful feeling, it's like wish you had wish you had a better cousin or anything like that, a better mom or whatever you call it, or something like that. And more likely, I guess, for the emotional feeling is about the fact about is that that whenever it's like between those two words which we say that things that you would think about almost every day about wishes, that the way you say you wish or something like that, that that a lot of times that some people may say that that the meaning by is that that something that you would like to have, but then you'll have to wait until later on, or something that could possibly happen sooner than what you think. And then some people may say that that well take that thought back, or whatever you call it, forget about what you said, whatever it is. But a lot, I would say a lot of people would think about that is for the for the definition for the word wish. But according to my own words, I would probably say a lot of times it means by that the fact about about the promises and about the the things that that you talk about, you say that you're going to do, and you say that that you do what you say, you work out your own problems, you're responsible, you have goals, you have goals to take care of your own things, you say. And I would probably say that that would be kind of like what you call, so far as the example for a wish, is that 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 more likely if it's called paying your dues or whatever. But of course it's like see here, moving on, but of course that you got right here is you got the different shapes right here. Is you got the star right here, and then of course with this line design right here is go ahead and you just add a little bit of color right here for this line design. And of course is that for like for the definition is like for the word is like for 18 wishes. It's talking about if you were to draw a star, say for 18 wishes, it's like it could be 18 chances to prove for what you're trying to do, or maybe prove for what you think love is. It's like if you really think what love is or something like that. But of course it's to draw like a little line design like that this coloring right here, of course maybe a star on top of a Christmas tree or anything like that. And so far as Veronica or anything like that, Hanukkah, or for Veronicas, say that that whatever type of musical instrument you say that it's like that's simple for a song. But right there is like a little star, a coloring right there of a star, and then of course it's like you got that the round star right down here. But so far as talking about 18 wishes, that most of us would probably say that think about is that for 18 wishes, that that 18 things, like for 18 thoughts, or it could be like represented for that for one for being good and one for being so-called pleasant. But I never really was good at math, but then a lot of times I'm like I was pretty good at art too. I had some good times, and then I had some bad times. It's like the art design maybe didn't turn out as great as I expected. Go ahead and use this the purple right here. Add just a little bit of purple right here to the design. And a lot of time I would probably say to go ahead and just get the sides right here like a little bit darker. Like you go ahead and get a little bit of the sun, the edges right here. It's like of the star, that star design right there. And then of course for the star on the bottom, I go ahead and add just a little bit of green, is like just to kind of give it is like if it were say visible from space. You say that if it were orbiting maybe around that shape that would represent the moon or something like that, orbiting around the moon, or you say planet Earth. But this for so far with most stuff, I remember whenever I was in school that a lot of teachers would mark a star on my schoolwork if I did if I made the grades between maybe 65 or maybe 70%. they would put a star on there, or maybe a smiley face on there. Sometimes it was a smiley face, and then a lot of times it was a star. And I would say that a lot of teachers would have that tendency of doing that. And the way I think about it is that I think in some ways it's pretty neat, because of the fact that if you wonder that if the star is kind of considered a shape, or if it's just considered just that abnormal symbol for is like good work, good work, but then next time is like that to do more research on this topic or whatever, or could represent that well, you did okay, but then what I expected was that that you'd be talking about this or that. And on the other hand too, that the star could mean that well, you did great, you should consider this something to do more studying about it or something. It's like a lot of things I guess a star would maybe represent. But so far I was talking about with 18 wishes. With the 18 wishes, as if you're talking about is with the star is talking about with so far with the word wish, is that a lot of people would probably say is like be careful what you wish for. You say be careful what you wish for, and I would probably say that if I were to say wish for so-called for anything, it's like I pretty much got a lot of things what I wanted from whenever I was a kid. I would probably say whenever I was a kid that there was a lot of things that I would try to say that I maybe had wished for. It's like that so far is a camera, or it could be maybe something related to an art kit or something like that, a computer, or anything like that. But then of course one of the other things maybe I wished for, of course is maybe to have a good set of photos, you say, or maybe more likely more respect, is like that more love and respect. That was another thing that I kind of wished for. And I would probably say that love and respect, I think is love and respect, and then along with support, I think is something I would probably think that anybody would want to wish for. It's like if they were from another country, or so far as so-called about between perfect or abnormal education, or what you say that a lot of ways I would probably say that a lot of people would probably say with a good definition for the word good luck is like for success, as something to remember by about that a lot of there probably a lot of kids who may get picked on at times or whatever about that so far is with about the way they are, how they were born. You say the way they are and what they do, that a lot of times that that they would get teased a lot of times. But so far with the word wishes is that the thing about it is that according to my definition, which my definition is kind of similar to the definition I looked up in the dictionary, is talking about with 18 wishes. And then the guy right here is the star that I went and came up with the star design right here with the variety of shapes it is, and then with the colors, it's like with the purple, marble gray or something like that, or it could be red, or with the blue. And then he's like for the book. And then of course you talk about it's like it's like the story of Jaycee Lee Dugard along with the stolen life. But basically is that with most subjects you would probably think about is that with that the subject that you can think about where you study about the different shapes, I guess would be kind of considered like maybe like a geometry, maybe a calculus, you say. And then quite a bit of it has something to do with with math, and with math, and then of course a little bit with the language arts also. But then on the other hand, that of course with 18 wishes that you could probably think about is like what subject do you think that would have anything to do with 18 wishes, and so far as the feelings, the love and support and feelings. And of course is that that one of those subjects more likely is that you say is that, you know, from your own words, is it could be so far as is that, you know, that word for, which say, you know, the optic mind. I guess you say, you know, optic mind, optic mind, you know, for emotional feeling. I guess would be kind of a that would be, I guess, would be kind of a good name, you know, for a subject like that. But so far with 18 wishes, and then along with the different shapes and stuff, and then along with the star design, and then it's like this is a story of Jaycee Dugard along with the reading glasses right there, and along with the shapes, and then along with the variety of colors. It's like, you know, for so far as, you know, for good luck, is that, you know, for you know, for the chance of it happening, you know, for the, it's like, you know, for the portrait and then the adverse events. And then along with the, you know, the different shapes right there is like for the heart, and then you know, for the, it's like you got it right here for that, you know, the missing piece, and then along with the hugs and kisses. But other than that, it's like, you know, the story is Jaycee Dugard and along with the 18 wishes color.